Hey, what's going on, guys? January 20th, 2025. Haven't made a video in a little bit, probably for good reason. We've just had very choppy action lately. Ever since that FOMC day, we've had very erratic chop action and no real clean moves. We've had some names that are holding up pretty well, but not the environment that I really thrive at. So I've been kind of hands off a lot. I did overtrade. I think it was this day uh, where it seemed like we were going to pop back up above the moving averages, but we kind of failed at that downtrend line. But I've kind of slowed things down a little bit, tightened things up, and less trading. So if we take a look at the market, we still need to make some higher highs. This is the last higher high. We're still kind of in this little down channel here, which I would not be surprised if you look at the 78-minute chart here, if we kind of fill this gap and then we start moving higher. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do pull back, especially with Trump just getting into the office. Let's see how that reaction is, and if the market likes that news or it doesn't. For us, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to kind of trade price action. But there are a lot of setups out there, which we'll kind of go through. But let's look at the breadth real quick. So you can see this is Stockbeast Market Monitor. We're kind of back into the green zone in the primary indicator. Secondary is still red. So let's see if this is a start of a new rally starting up. And you can even see the net highs are starting to pop back up. So I think that's a good sign. But it's really going to matter on the individual stock action. So I have one position, AVGX, which is the 2 times leverage of AVGO. This thing looks actionable still. I did take some thinking that we could break out, but we kind of held up pretty well. So I'm holding it, stop at that prior day's lows. Let's see if this thing can actually push out this time. That chart looks good. A few other names that I'm watching. A-Lab looks really good. Nice little tight action, holding up really well. APP, I've traded this here and there. I think I traded it this day. So kind of getting a little chopped, but we have this little clear range right there. I think we need that 350 to break out, and let's see if this thing can start going. I mean, the weekly looks prime there. Nice little tight flag look to it. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of chop around a little bit more, but I think that 350 is going to be key on that. BE, Bloom Energy, looks pretty good. Looked like we were going to push out on Friday, but then we pulled right back. So I have an alert there set. Google looks really good. This thing is holding up a lot better than all the other mega caps. I think it's still got that quantum theme behind it, which it's a little bit slower mover, but I will play it through the leverage ETF on this one. Again, very tight action there, so I like that one. HIMS looks pretty good compared to all the other healthcare names. This thing is kind of holding up a little bit wide and loose, but if we kind of pop back above this 28, 29 level, maybe this thing can start making a new uptrend. INTA looks pretty good. Very tight action here. We'll keep an eye on that one. It's a little bit thinner shares wise, but we'll take a look at that one. OKLO looks pretty good. Nuclear theme. This thing has a nice little range here. I mean, this breakout pulled back with the market, but it's still holding and making higher lows. I'll keep an eye on this above that 27 level. RBRK looks pretty good. Again, same thing, higher lows. And if I wouldn't mind if we kind of tighten up a little bit more, but I would be potential take this through this 70 level. Reddit, this is probably my favorite chart for tomorrow. This thing has held up really well, and you can see volatility is just kind of tightening up. So I'll watch this above that 180, and let's see if this thing can get going. And here's a little small cap name for the robotics theme. This is a very high ADR name, probably a turd, but This thing definitely has a setup here for those guys who want to trade the higher ADR names. We'll probably watch it through this trend line back higher. So not bad setups wise. Definitely seeing a lot of setups. I'm probably going to be focused on a few of these. I'll cut this list down tomorrow. But I'm seeing things that are good. If you look at SPY, same thing. We're kind of back above the 50-day. QQQ, same thing, back above all the moving averages. Let's just see if we can start getting this kind of steady trend up. You can see last time this was kind of the action. Once we got back above it, we had a little bit cleaner pullbacks and a nice little trend up. So I want to see volatility die down a little bit. I want to start seeing some follow through. Going to start putting some progressive exposure out there. I want to see things working before I get really aggressive. So my risk is still going to be down at 0.25% per trade. But yeah, we'll just take it day by day. Let's see how things are acting. And I did share this on my Twitter. I've been working on this. I started this last year. I just never really continued with it, but I'm going to start adding to it. So if you guys do want to check it out, look at my Twitter link. I've got the presentation there. So it's just setups of before and after of breakouts. So you can see this is Apple going back years, but nice tight flag there, nice breakout. So if people want to just kind of look at these setups, what I look for in the market, I'll post these, and then I'm adding to it as well. You know, like APP was a big one. Nice push up, nice pull back to the moving averages, and then we broke out on huge volume. This was one of the biggest misses this last year. So definitely study these. I think doing this for yourself would be actually beneficial. And I'm still kind of going back through charts. You can see Microsoft. This is way back in the day. So definitely can learn. This is in 1987. So you can definitely learn. I mean, setups happen over and over again, and they've been doing it for years. And definitely helpful to kind of see this, visualize it, and kind of work on it. So, and if anybody's interested in my Discord, I do have that link. I'll post that below. You guys can join here. You just gotta, once you join, you just gotta verify up here, and then you can access all the other channels. So I usually post my watch lists when I'm watching on the day, and I'll post when I buy stuff. So if anybody's interested in that, they can join my Discord. And that's pretty much it. Let's see how this week goes. Again, earnings season is just around the corner, so definitely keep an eye on names that you may be in or looking to get in, and just make sure that you know when earnings are. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys probably next week.